11 man. We'll get into some stuff that they'll probably actually like to do. So in 11 man, another full court one, and there's still a little bit of teaching in it. So there's going to be 4 lines. One where London is, one right across from London, and then the same 2 lines on the out-of-bounds one. Full 11 man, you gotta have it to let the kids do it. You need a couple kids running early games. Kobe and Kelly, go on that. Turn your okay. Not first to the board. Okay. I need one. We need one more on defense. Hogan, how long is it all? Okay. A couple things that I like to talk about in this is we only have one ball, just over 1 week. Okay. We're going 3 on 2 this way. I make them score it or shoot it in 2 passes max. Okay. We're making a quick decision, trying to score in transition. So Revan's coming at that. We like to talk about making this top kid commit. If Revan throws it, and Owen just stays back there for some reason, we don't really have too much of an advantage. We like it, so come on, Revan. He goes and makes Owen commit. Now Logan doesn't really know. Now we can get a really good try kick. Maybe we get Logan to get all time to commit. Whatever happens, okay? And whoever either scores it or gets the rebound is coming back. Are we good on this, guys? Show it. And then it's going to be the same thing going on. Let's just do this for about a couple trips. Good, go ahead and shoot it. Fine. Take it out. Oh, here we go. Hold up. One thing I forgot. When we're waiting to come in on the sideline, we should be talking which kid's going to get the outlet. Yeah. And then when Owen gets it, and Ethan knows it's going to be him, he's calling outlet, and he's circling back. Outlet, outlet, outlet. One, go middle, Owen's running wide, go right back into it. But I really want to talk about the outlet pass, and I really want to circle to the ball instead of float up the sideline where our kid comes to steal. So we want to get the kids in the habit of coming back to the middle, calling for it. There we go. Outlet, 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 outlet. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Good, Cody. Get it going. See if we can get something other than a 3. Defense, see if we can make something other than a 3. Or something else. Got it. That's a lot of names. After we do a lot of names, that's when I like to go to the UCLA defense. Okay, except for there's a little difference that I like to do. In the UCLA. So now we have one team over there, just like you guys all know this. However long this makes it go. Okay? I want to put an 8-second shot clock on it. That's just the way I want to do it. Okay? Because at the end, I feel like a lot of times when you're everything else I feel like you guys tell me if I'm wrong, maybe your practices are different. But if we don't put this stipulation on it, to me this turns into a 25-30 second 3-on-3 possession. I mean, at the end of the day, we're doing this to try to make quick decisions in transition, so let's make them do that. Okay? Are we going to turn it over sometimes? Yep. Are we going to throw it off our leg or take a terrible shot? Yep. This is the time to learn to do it. Okay? But we're really trying to focus on defensively. We can cross-teach about being at a disadvantage, trying to communicate. Our goal is to play 3-on-3 and force them into a couple. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. 8, 7, 6. Eventually we're looking at that. Here we go. Yep, play an offensive rebound. You get 8 seconds every time. Here we go. Once you drop, 8, 7, be organized, please. Are we good on this? I think UCLA, in my opinion, that's how I change it for my own self. You can do whatever you want, but I like putting it. Could be less, could be a 6-second shot clock. Okay, we don't necessarily. These kids can shoot it, so I'm gonna be fine with a lot of these threes they're taking. But at the end of the day, we probably don't want 4th graders hoisting up threes every time. We want to try to get something to the paint, maybe a drive kick 3. Okay, that's how I would do UCLA. Other team warm-ups, which we're almost done with. Let's give me 3 lines down here. Yeah, give me 2 basketballs in the middle. 3 lines, like it, it's going to be 3-man weave, but there's going to be rules in it. Get out and get dirty and ball too. You work on it. And I think three-man league is kind of dumb for the most part, but I do think the way that we do it here, I like to do this, actually we do this once in a while with the varsity kids because I like to see if they're mentally ready to practice. Because if they can do this and that without making mistakes, then I know they're mentally ready. Because on paper, this is a really easy drill, but even this age kids will mess it up. Okay? So here's how we do it. The first time through is 5 passes. The 5th pass has to be a bounce pass. That's the only time the ball hits the floor. They got to get 3 perfects in a row, and after they do that, it goes to 4 passes. After they do that, it goes to 3 passes. We put a time on it, and if they're unsuccessful, we'll run and do it again. Okay? So show them what this. Everybody's going to go down and back. If they mess up, like let's say Brevin misses a layup. Journey's got his, you guys are off, we're going off to the side, the next group goes, we're back at 0. Okay? So show me 5 passes down back. Here we go. They got to communicate again. Starts off pretty easy. Yep, talk about who gets it out. Nice and clean. Good. Bounce pass. Good talk. Get it out. So even if Brevin forgot to get it out and get the floor up and make, that doesn't count. They go back to 0. Let's say they're successful. Now they're on 4 passes, so it's the same thing, but the 4th pass is the bounce. Here we go. Good. Logan's going to get it out. Good. Logan's got to run. Good. They'll be back at 0 on the minute done. Now let's say they were successful. Now they're at 3. So now you got 3 passes. 1. You got to run a little bit. 3. Good. Come out this way. Yep. That would obviously be a not successful. Next group. Here we go. 1, 2, go! Not successful again. Not locked in. Here we go. Can we get a group to get 3 successful passes? 2. I got that. 1, 2. Almost dropped it. Get it out of the net. Good. So let's say they were successful on all those. The next thing I would go to is 4-man break. Okay, so now we have a line for both wings. We have who wants to be the coach runner? Not me. No. Okay. This spot, physically the most easy spot. I only want kids to do this one time. Unless it's so bad that it's circled every single leg of the kid on the team, you have to do it again. Okay? This is the one kids will want to go to because they don't have to run. Okay? You might have to change this if you have 3rd or 4th graders or whatever because I haven't learned that ball has never been hit before. You might have this pass be a bounce pass. Obviously, you can see and go from there. Here's what it looks like. Kobe is going to be the rim runner. His job is to have both feet out of bounds, enter the ball to Brevin, and Brevin is going to, even though you'll see it's going to get kind of messed up because he's going to be on one side of the floor. That's how we get layups, right? But he's going to circle to it every time and enter it. And then Kobe's going to rim run. His job is to get the ball out of the net every single time without it hitting the floor. Okay? He's running up the floor. It's going to be hard to walk through walking. That's all right. And then he's going to make a cross-court pass to James. He's going to lay it up. Okay? Without the ball hitting the floor, Kobe's going to get it out. You guys are crossing. And when they cross, they have to cross under the free throw line. The kid that usually passes it away, he'll shortcut it all the way out here. You got to get under here, and they got to get out of Kobe's way so that he can run and get it out. Let's start over and show them what it looks like full speed. And on this, we're going to go down, back, down, back. So Ethan and James are both going to get a right-handed and a left-handed layup for 4 total. Put a number on this. Let's say they got to get 4 in a row to be done. Here we go. Good, get it out. Good, simple to it. Call for ball, please. Yep, you got to go down, back in. Oh, yep. So that would be unsuccessful. Could we go one more group, please? Let's see if we get 1 successful, we'll be done. Yeah, and this is also a teaching point, and I know you guys are you're here, you're ready to be done with your Sunday, I get it. Hopefully we're talking and have our lines ready to go. Otherwise, if it took us that long to get organized, we could just run. Okay, here we go. Catch. Get there, brother. Yep, get it out. Keep going, London. Yep. Okay, London. Hey. Don't start very nice to the rim runner in this drill. Okay, so other than London forgetting about what he's supposed to do, that's what it looks like. That's 4-man break, and I put a number on that for how many they got to get. If you don't want to get it in a row, maybe just do it and see how it goes, or maybe you make them get 2. I don't know. But I really like those 2. Let's see. We're going to skip 2-man break. I don't keep you here forever. Okay, and you can see if you're following along. I don't know if you are, but I kind of put the amount of time that I generally like to take on some of this stuff. And then defense, which we all went over. Like for me, the first couple practices are probably going to be 85–90% the way we want to guard, how hard we want to play. We're going to implement all that stuff right from the start and then go from there. Okay, but this is just kind of a general practice plan we need to do.